Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Moonmist and we're gonna be playing Galaxy Princess Zorana. It's currently in development, but this is just the beta, so we're gonna see if we can survive. This is from the same developers that made Long Live the Queen. I played that game ages ago. I didn't finish that game because I couldn't do it back then. Well, let's see if we can do this game and become a queen of the galaxy. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and start. Ooh, you lie in your current bed, trying to relax your mind into sleep. What a rotten day. Oh, it's been a rotten day. No. Your mathematical drills made your head hurt. Your soup was served far too cold, and the heel of your favorite Desmond purple shoe snapped completely off. Oh, not the shoe. On your way back to your room, maybe you stumble in front of your guards. Oh, that is a terrible day so far, too. Even your beloved, not the pet. Oh, a cunning black bionic hawk, a Sydney's golden viper, all-consuming black bob. Ooh. Oh, hey, Zach, welcome. Oh, these Pikachu, my female. Ooh, that's nice.
Adventure. Let's have fun together.
Ooh. That's pretty cool. Yeah, my computer's acting up still. I don't know. I think it might be getting very, very old. I don't mind the lagginess. Anyway, what was their pet? I think a all-consuming black bob sounds nice. Ignored you during feeding time. Oh, what happened? What you need help? Oh, what's up? How can I help? What's going on? Is something the matter? Are you being under attack? You okay? Oh, the Pikachu escaped. What do you need help with? Don't repost your video on TikTok. What does that mean? Oh, someone just reposted your video on TikTok? It just means they shared it. Yeah, it just means they shared it, that's all. It's basically like, it's like retweeting on Twitter, reblogging on other blog sites. It's basically just sharing your video across their fans, their followers. Yeah, it's basically what that means. So it's nothing too bad. It just means they want to share it with their followers. You're perfectly fine. The only thing, if they downloaded the video and then they re-uploaded it to their own YouTube or their channel thing, then that would be bad. But reblogging or reposting, it's perfectly fine. TikTok and all being different, they could mean share. True, they could have just made it share, but yeah. But yeah, you're perfectly fine. It's just someone who just wanted to share your video to their people see. At least it's nothing too bad, so you're good. It's bad enough that you had to leave all your friends and dragged off into the floating palace. Just because you're the new heir now. What is the point of being an imperial princess if you can't have nice things? Your father as emperor rules over the civilized space. How dare your shoe betray you? My shoe betrayed me. Are you over good? That's good. That's good that you're overall good. That's good. I'm doing good too. Nothing too bad. Except for my computer's acting up, but it should be fine. This is not helping you get any sleep. Relax. You can get another shoe in the morning. True, we can always replace our shoes. Suddenly, there's a loud chime at your door. You don't care. You're in bed. You're not answering it. To your surprise, your room lights turn on by themselves. Someone out there has the power to override your settings. How dare they change my power? How dare they? Is this the one lag where the... I don't know, this is just my old streaming computer becoming too old. That's the thing. My computer is just becoming too old. Yeah. It's probably what it is. Oh no, it's still the old setup, the 2 computer setup. Yeah. Because according to the things, it says it's using 100% of the CPU, which is bad. And I don't know how to fix it. But hopefully it's not too bad, hopefully. Video. Your Imperial Highness, Princess Zorana, we are here to escort you to the cabinet room. Please rise and dress at once. Oh. Don't wait, I'm sleeping. It is an emergency, Your Highness. It's your father. Hey, maybe I could do that, maybe. I could try to do that tomorrow. If that helps. I really don't know what to do. I really don't. But if you have any suggestions on how to clean a computer, let me know. Discord, yeah. I have no clue. But I can try to see what I can do. It's been acting up since yesterday. Well, technically it's been acting up for a while now. To be honest, I think I need a new CPU. Whatever my father wants, he can tell me in the morning. Princess, your father is gone. What? Oh no, our cat's gone. It could happen because they're overheating. The gameplay is very simple. Well, to be honest, VTube Studio and OBS is the only thing running on the computer, the streaming computer. So, like I said, it's two computers. One computer just for the game, and another computer for just the streaming and VTube Studio. And those things take so much resources. They take so much resources. And my computer just looks really old. But yeah. But I can't afford a new replacement. I literally just bought my gaming computer, but hopefully I can see if I can do some cleaning on it. Not YouTube Studio, it's VTube Studio, you know, the one for the model things. And for things that handles the VTube stuff. Yeah, it is going through. Yeah. But yeah. Because yeah, the one for the model stuff, it takes a lot of resources. You know, with OBS, yeah, and OBS is also quite consumption. But if I can figure out how to fix the CPU usage, then that'd be great. Other than that, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's just a game. Yeah, it's just a game. It's in beta, so it's still in development. So I'm sure they're gonna fix it later. I just wanted to test it out for a little bit. We're just gonna play like an hour or so, then we're gonna change them amongst them. Just, yeah, we're just gonna test it for a little bit, because I just want to see the storyline for a little bit. Yeah. What? Oh, mood change is complex. I'll be right there. You made your way to the seat, and still dazed all around. The government ministers, legal aides and civil servants are showing at each other in aggression. It doesn't seem real. Surely the real you is lying safe in bed. Yeah, don't worry, yeah, we're gonna play Emotes By later. I just wanted to see this game for a little bit. Like an hour or two. See, because this type of game, if we mess up, we're gonna die. So we're probably gonna do either 2 hours or maybe like two to three deaths. See how far I can make it. Adrift and confused, you stare into the imperial portraits that overhang the cabinet table. Father, mother, I really knew either of you. Oh, okay, so we got some codex information. Your mother died when we were very young. You barely remember her. You have only pictures and her name, Imperial Consort, Millennia of Crystal Nova, a place outside the Empire which you have never visited. Emperor Dragoon was a busy man, with no allowance for children's demands. You were raised on a Markan homeworld by your governess and a shared boarding school. You saw your father only at official functions from a distance. Dang, that's terrible parenting. Well, I can't really blame the mother because she died, but the father, dang, he doesn't want to do anything besides just ruling. You've only been here in the Heavenly Palace for a season, learning at his side, and now... Speak one at a time. We cannot hear ourselves think. Why is he a halfling? I don't know. He's some sort of some sort of species from space. So I don't know. I have no clue what's going on. Marzin, you are His Majesty's shadow. Sworn to defend him at all cost. How could you not know what happened? What, were you not at his side? Oh, the princess? Oh, yeah. Or basically, well, her mother is, like, I don't know, she's more humanish than her father, yeah. Yeah, they're different species, yeah. Maybe halfling, yeah. A little bit of both. The Emperor received a message from science labs that one of his top secret projects had made some kind of breakthrough. We went down to see it at once. Oh, look at these ears. That's pretty nice ears. Father's like a dark elf and mother's like a human. Yeah, it seems like it, yeah. One of the cabinet ministers, your father's low states of science, immediately questions what manner of project. The research was attempting to create a short-range personal warp field. The assembled ministers break out in shouts again, with cries of impossible. But the physics. Oh, science impossible. Oh, we already felt that. You do not understand any of the technical babble. Note, this is a skill test. You'll be able to see bubbles like this throughout the game with your current skills or mood affect the outcome of the story. If you'd rather not know, you could return them off and say, no, I like to see them. See what we're failing. Any schooled child knows the basics though. Only very large ships and structures like this place can travel through warp gates to distant parts of the galaxy. No single person can teleport from a bedroom to a boutique, even if they would very convenient to avoid crowds. We went to view the equipment and speak with the researcher. Dragosen sent me to another lab to check some readings. He's my first loyalty, so I obliged without objection, without question. Then I heard the sound of an explosion. I returned to the lab to find the equipment was destroyed, and the researcher and the Emperor has disappeared. But there was no bodies. Well, doesn't that mean the warp gate was semi-successful? But not successful at the same time? They probably got teleported somewhere. If there's no bodies, they're not technically dead. Until we can figure out whether or not they did leave or they actually got teleported somewhere. No. There weren't any records of what tests were run and what the machine was trying to do, where I might have sent them. No, everything was destroyed. How do you know nothing? He doesn't answer. No bodies. It is possible that the experiment worked and your father was transported somewhere in the Heavenly Palace. That he's just injured or maybe unconscious and that's why he's not here yet. Yeah, that might be it. This isn't his house because he told the princess that you're right, he did say that he's dead. Oh. I don't know. Anything's possible right now. It's more like he was thrown into space or sucked into another dimension or ripped into tiny pieces and scattered like confetti. Oh no, our papa, you got scattered like confetti. You wrap your arms around yourselves and sink down to your chair as the ministers argue around you. Oh, gone. But we are pretty. We are very pretty. I like the hair. The hair is really nice. Princess Zorana. What? You are the destined heir in your father's absence. It falls upon you to make decisions for the Empire. You must decide what to do next. Forget about you, but lying to the Rose is death. It is pretty much death sentence if you're lying to us. If the Emperor is dead, then the Empire must be informed and the official mourning period begun. However, with no body present, the processes are less clear. We should officially announce Dracon's death or delay the inevitable until the investigation can be concluded. Oh, okay, here's one of the decisions that we have to make. Depending on what we choose, it will affect the story. Do a delay? Okay, we'll delay it. It's the middle of the night, and no one knows what happened yet. Maybe there are clues what we've seen. There could be hope. There's no need to rush. Very well. The Celestial Ministry will organize a full investigation. There is a buzz of agreement and plans to sweep the entire palace for any clues for the Emperor's fate, with a special focus on science division. You must also consider the possibility that it was not an accident. It was sabotage. Done with a traitor. Because why are we rushing? This makes an excuse and actually find the body first. Yeah, we should definitely find the body first. At least try to. See what happened. A tall woman leans forward, her aim swaying. She is the Imperial Thruster, head of intelligence and secret police. You're never really spoken to her. Her reports to your father were always made in private. Ooh. He looks really tough. If it was all well hidden, there's found no signs of any plot against the Emperor. This freedom. You will pursue it. Of course, but this must be handled discreetly. We don't want to word leak to the Emperor's missing, especially when we don't know the truth. There could be a panic, chaos, enemies would take advantage. And in such uncertainty, one must devote extra attention to the safety of the heir. She turns to you. You don't have your own oath-sworn bodyguard at this point, do you? Don't you? No, just regular guards. You make an announcement that your father did with no clues. It's like we're the bad people taking over the guard. Ah, you're right. That would seem like what would happen, yeah. Then I will volunteer to stand as your bodyguard until the proper rotation can be established. If you wish it, I will sleep in your quarters and keep you safe from harm. Ooh, they will protect me. She wants to stay in your bedroom, your private sanctum. She's a stranger, and a stranger whose entire job is to snoop and spy, but it could be safer than having her present. If you feel that you can trust her, if not, you'd be volunteering for your own execution. Oh, how am I? Can you truly trust anyone in this palace? Oh, I know, we really don't trust them, we just met. Well, yeah, that's true, we barely met. Ooh. Shall we get her protection or refuse to offer? Well, we barely just met her. Oh, the decisions. You would refuse? You refuse? Maybe that is a good choice, maybe. All moods. It's complicated right now, so we're complicated. Oh, let's see. Oh, we can save. Oh, nice. Oh, save? Okay. It's just we just met. It just met. Oh, nice. Yeah, you're probably right. Normal guards are probably right for now. My current guards will be sufficient. She says nothing and only nods. It's probably best for you to sleep while you can. There will be little time for it in the future. Oh, we won't be able to sleep. With the meeting broken up, you disperse into the hallway. Princess Zorana. I was bound by your father to give you a message in event of his death. Yes. Focus on your studies. Your skills you can gain can never be taken away from you, and they may mean the difference between life and death for you and the Empire. Build a pool of trusted advisors as quickly as possible to strengthen your power base, but always remember that your knowledge is more valuable than what you hear from others. That's all? Nothing personal? No secrets? No final mission to love you? Nothing? Oh man, I guess our dad didn't really love us that much. You have been weak and spoiled flower, but you, as a Dracon's child, and if you survive, you will be Empress. Spoiled? How dare you! It is what your father told me to say to you. Learn quickly. He walks away. How are you in complete control of your own life for the first time? What will you choose instead? It will give you skills that you need to become the Empress. Or else doom will brutally fail. Doom you to a brutal fate. Oh, yeah, they are lying in their father's thing. Oh, really? Oh, dang. They're all liars. We can't trust any of them. Ooh, determined. You will show them. You have to. Once you slept, you must choose your first set of classes and begin your journey. Ooh, so I can learn many skills, some faster than others, depending on your current mood. Click on the question mark next to the skill set for more information. Ooh. Alright, let's see. What would be good to learn? Alright, let's see. What would be good to learn? Maybe, what would be good? Maybe we should learn how to defend ourselves, maybe. Let's learn unarmed contact. It probably would be good to learn some unarmed stuff. Because your own father say all that, even she herself felt weird that her father would say that. I wouldn't trust assistants where it's about the harsh words. Yeah, it's true. We probably can't trust any of them. Yeah, but yeah, we definitely want to see if we can, try to get some more self-defense. Deception. Ooh, maybe deception as well, maybe. Yeah, let's try this route. Let's try combat and deception. You complete basic level unarmed combat. Yee! Basic level deception. You gain 10 points. Yeah, we got 10 points. Only trust words from here from father. Yeah. But we can't even listen to our own father at the moment. He's missing or dead. Oh. Once again, you lie in your bed. Thus, time, sleep bubbles easily, your mind and body exhausted from the stress of the days since your father disappeared. Only sleep can relax you. What is that noise? Did something fall over in your room? You're so tired. Uh-oh. I think someone snuck in our room. I think you're gonna try to kill me. Something bumps against your bed. Oh no, my reflexes, they failed. Before you react, your hand claps over your mouth. Oh, we're getting abducted. Oh boy. Oh, hello. Ooh. Hey, pretty. Is she gonna kill me? You open your eyes to see an attractive, scantily clad American woman kneeling next to your bed. She looks familiar. Is that one of your father's concubines? One of my father's concubines. Oh my. Be quiet, I have to talk to you. Talk? She's not trying to kill you? It's about the Emperor's disappearance. How does she know about the Emperor has disappeared? The ministry was supposed to keep that from a secret. Although they've been searching the Heavenly Palace from top to bottom for any clues, and no one seen the Emperor for days, some rumors are about to start. Well, she's pretty. She's very pretty. Well, hopefully she doesn't kill me. He's been preoccupied lately, more than usual, and one time he did visit, he patted my arm when we were done, like he was saying goodbye, like he knew something was about to happen. Oh. You would wonder what happened if you had... Oh, I don't know. We might have maybe defeated them or something. Or maybe moved out of the way. Or maybe we would have screamed. Maybe. I thought maybe he was planning to remarry, so I looked into things. But he spent all his time alone with his stupid bodyguard. Not the dang bodyguards. But the treasure people won't talk to me. I know something's wrong. I'm his favorite. I could have important information. Kuro Undi and the mistresses are supposed to be investigating what happened. Ministers are supposed to be investigating what happened. Shouldn't they have spoken to your father's harem? I think my father has a harem. Why? Perhaps they were rolled out early on. Will you help me? Alright. He takes her hand off your mouth and wipes on her skirt. How did you get in here? I have your father's codes, obviously. I'm his favorite. You have Imperial overrides the entire palace? Even you don't have those. Dang. I didn't have those type of clearances. Well, no. Just bedrooms. Nothing useful then. Oh, just the bedrooms. Do you have any idea where my father might have been exploring has been expecting or worried about? Nothing particular, but it's suspicious, isn't it? Green pests can probably have lots of wings. True, that's probably true. She's no threat, but she doesn't know anything useful. She's completely wasting your time. Go away and let me sleep. You're going to have those codes changed. Every turn you will have an opportunity to interact socially with characters who are present in your current location. At the moment, the people in the Heavenly Palace, as well as visiting Gorduni, the treasure. You can also spend time with your pet, which will affect your mood. Your pet is wriggling in instant massive darkness that likes to tear its prey apart before absorbing it. But you only wish you could have been that destructive. No large weapons to help. What is your blob's name? Oh, what is my blob's name? Is it Gooblet, Mary School, Malacharn, or a custom name? Ooh. What should I name my pet glob? Maple. Maple the glob. Alright. I'll name it Maple. Maple the blob. The Maple the blob. Isn't she pretty? Look at her. She's so pretty. You can close the sorter with the X button. The top right or corner escape. Okay. How do you get blob? Look at Maple the blob. Easy peasy. Oh no, my mood gains a negative. You tear apart chunks of meat and throw them at the blob, watching them slowly dissolve into the barbing gas. If only it was so easy to make all your problems disappear. It's easy Maple again. Hopefully she won't need us. Well, at least as long as we're feeding her, I think she'll be fine. At the end of each turn, you choose an activity which will change your mood. How do you want to prepare for the next turn outcome? Oh geez. Write in diary, search for traps. Oh. Skills. Let's see, skills you have actions that you need to accomplish another screen. The screen tab will help. You can enter okay. Interesting. Let's search for traps. You'll probably be good. You change the caches. You examine your room in detail, hunting for any hidden traps or monitoring devices. One can never be too careful. You are summoned again at the cabinet room, where the ministers are assembled. To our great sorrow, there have been no signs of the Emperor Skron's survival in the Heavenly Palace or anywhere else. Please report to your investigations. Croatings. No subserve organizations have claimed credit. No unusual activity or celebrations. No sign that the incident has leaked outside the palace itself. Although, that can't last long. The missing researcher, a hero by the name of Three-Forked Lightning, was found in alternative practice and generally considered a crackpot by other scientists. Oh, we got one scientist that's a bit kooky. Okay. Three-Forked Lightning was personally recruited by the Emperor Dorgan to work in a secret warp project. A posting could never have received a merit, like that could be betrayed the Emperor. No enemies known that would go such extreme for sabotage. No sign of suicidal inclinations or other mental break. Personal recordings show only enthusiasm about the research. I leave it to you to explain the technical details. The head scientist Minister Koch. We have tried to recreate the Three-Forked Lightning's research, but the key records are missing, possibly stored in equipment that was destroyed. The only experiments that we can trace created unstable warp fields that immediately collapsed, destroying the target in the process. Nothing to suggest that it would ever work. It was madness to try. Other ministers speak up, but they all came to the same conclusion. Your father was killed by meddling with bad science. It was just a stupid accident. Oh, they just think it's an accident. Well, I don't know. It could be an accident, but I don't know. He could have been killed on purpose. But then again, he could have just warped to a different location, still surviving and hiding. Maybe he doesn't want to become emperor anymore. Maybe he just like, this is too stressful, I gotta leave. We are now honor-bound to announce the death of the emperor. Wouldn't you agree, Princess Zorana? Oh, my etiquette failed. Oh, dang. Yes. Very well, then the Celestial Magistracy is permanently disbanded. Thank you for all your service. You may now depart. The ministers, except for Konori, rise from their seats. Most nod their heads to you in respect before departing. Others just walk away. What happens now? Now the election cycle begins. You are now Dragon's heir, but you cannot claim the imperial throne until you are able to acclaim by the majority of electoral college. Mitala. Every elector is noble from one of the imperial worlds, each with their own interests and motivations. You will need to speak to them individually to win their support and make deals where you can. You are also in need of a new team of advisors. Now that your father's ministers have been dismissed by the imperial customs, you may not rehire any ministers from the previous cabinet. Oh dang, we have to start from the very beginning. Jeez. Oh, okay. With certain exception, the treasurer will always advise you from no matter the inaugurate. The high Pontifex will always take the role. A spiritual advisor. Once you win her support, it is the same for your military advisor, the Star Admiral. The High Pontifex and the Star Admiral aren't here right now. They have too many duties on their own to stay in the palace all the time. You have to seek them out. Oh jeez. Why are they assuming all that? I don't know why they're assuming all this. I don't know. Was you? You now have knowledge skills. When you have access to the advisor, you could use your knowledge as if it were your own. Advisors also help you train your knowledge, but a bad advisor can lead you astray. Oh, we have to be careful who we get on our team. You might win electors' loyalty by offering them a position of your advisory. It is a great honor to join the Celestial Majesty. You might also consider winning someone's loyalty by making an offer of marriage. Marriage? Marriage alliances are traditional. But you haven't even had your adulthood rights yet. You're still adolescent, old enough to be betrothed. Yes, but would you really want to barter away your future like that? Marriages are for life. Oh my. It would be cool if this all was voice acting, even one male, one female. Yeah, that would be nice, but like I said, it's in beta, so they might. But I don't think so. I don't think they will. It's in development. As your father's heir, you provide directions for the Heavenly Palace. By the command, we will travel to Empire so that you meet with your electors. There's so much to take in. You have enough to worry about with your classes. Thank you. I'll speak to you again later. What should you study next? Okay, alright. The more forcing you, the more they feel like they're erasing the father's gone. Yeah, there's probably some other reason why he's gone. They're basically here trying to pretty much juggle everything. So, let's see, what can I get? Since we can try to become Empress, we probably should try to focus on maybe bureaucracy. Yeah, let's do galactic relations. That probably would help. What else would be good to have? Maybe bureaucracy. Yeah, let's try those. Alright, basic, okay. Okay, basics. Okay, we got the basics of those. In Zonora, here are the regular status report. You eyed a stack of papers with some dismay. The Imperial Harem has been cleared. All your father's former concubines have been sent to their ways with appropriate gifts and thanks. Some will no doubt wish to return to the official funeral, but for now, it is safer to keep them away from the palace. We don't need any further disruptions. If the harem is empty, that means Esmeralda is gone as well. You never heard from her again after the encounter in your bedroom, the one where she said no one was investigating the harem. Were they all questioned to see if they knew anything about the accident? Of course, but none of them were involved in the scientific projects, and none of them wanted your father dead. The agents uncovered a great deal of gossip and infighting, but nothing relevant. Honestly, more talking is nice since they are not listening to yeah, basically, they're not really listening to me. There's one of them. I think they're just trying to make me a puppet, basically. They're the ones that want to rule. They're just making me do whatever. Oh. You cannot tell if she's telling the truth. Oh, jeez. When is the official funeral? Certain ceremonies to bless the Emperor's passage have been cleared out already, but the full state of funeral will not take place until a new ruler holds the throne. Until then, the Emperor is guided by his spirit. This brings us to an issue where it requires your attention. Zorana, your late father's shadow, has not carried out the ceremony to end his life as honor. Wait, what? Oh, so this Mazarine person, he is my father's shadow, and it is custom that he has to also die. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, Roxy, yay, we succeeded. We at least had our first success. Mazarin stood as close as your father as a second skin, always present. He was sworn to guard the Emperor's life and palace in his charge well-being above his own at all times. Any failure would be a great dishonor. If the Emperor has been assassinated, then the Imperial Treasurer will be expected to offer his life an apology for failing his duties. For the Shadow, though, it doesn't matter why the Emperor died, accident, illness, or old age, it's all the same. Dang. Oh. It's like in Japan where the Emperor died, the Shadow, aka ninjas, would do this dumb thing. Oh, really? That's a little gruesome. Okay, that's were their customs back in the day. The Shadow must follow the Emperor to death and beyond. Have you spoken to Mazarin? He has confined himself to his quarters. Fasting in vigil, he claims that he is waiting for the Emperor's body to be found before holding the ceremony. While that is true, he should wait until the body is recovered. Because technically they failed to protect him. Oh, yeah, I think that makes sense then, yeah. Dang, that's still too much. Hard to cut your own throat at your master's feet when their feet are missing. Exactly. You shouldn't just, do that until we can officially confirm that the body, of course, dead. Was that supposed to be a joke? Mazarine's loyalty is not in question, but the Emperor's physical form may be forever beyond our reach. What remains, Your Highness? Oh. Nah, you can wait for now, it's fine. I'm sure Mazarine would rest easier if we could find the Emperor's remains. Fine. Until we find the final proof of the Emperor's fate, or a new Emperor takes throne, it is not a dishonor to wait. Very well then. You grasp under the papers and hurry away to your room before you can be presented with any more problem. Well, hopefully that doesn't bite me in the butt later. Hopefully not. In your room, you check your message and discover that you got mail from your school friends. I have friends? Oh my. They sent their condolences about your father's death. Of course, the news must be reaching across the Empire by now. It's been a season since you've seen any of your old friends since your father called you away to a heavenly palace and named you the heir in your brother's place. Wait, I have a brother too? Oh, why is my brother not the Emperor then? Why do I have to be the Empress? Where's my brother? He could be the Emperor. I don't want to do the Emperor stuff. No. At school, you two were dearest friends were Glacia and Vesely. Kingsia loves gracefully dresses and blows in the wind and makes her look like a dramatic heroine. He's fascinated by rumors of magic and alien powers and knows more about your Novian heritage than you do. Lydia was a far better student than you were, especially when it comes to computers. She loves finding out secrets and that the crystal she kept by her keyboard gives her special hacking insight. Oh, she's a hacker too. He's enthusiastic, bubbly, and a bundle of energy. Ashley, on the other hand, is much more laid back. He's handsome, artistic, and prefers to charm his way out of situations rather than doing any actual work. He's quite intelligent when he puts his mind to it things, but he's rather uses his intelligence to have a good time. Parsley always has a devoted fans following his wake. He was kind to all of them, but never seriously in love. As far as romance, you had a crush on. Oh, I could choose who I had a crush on. Oh my. You could either have her, him, or both of them, or none. Well, she sounds pretty fun. It seems like she's really good with computers. You know what? We'll go with her. Her eyes were always filled with mystery. You really miss her. For now, though, your social interactions are limited to the palace. I'm gonna hang out with Maple again. Maple, a little blobby. You chose. Because your opinion, you're neither right or wrong prior to a deal. I'll choose you. I chose. What was her name? Glacia? She sounds like she was pretty fun. Very good with computers. I gave Maple some food. I should probably hang out with this person. Yeah, probably I should hang out with her maybe if I can. Guess we talk about security alerts, I guess. Good doing to you, Imperial Princess Zorana. Agents are not aware of any current threats to your personal safety. Well, that's good to hear, at least. Well, that is good. Okay. Let's write our diary today. You could have. Ooh. You haul up in your room and record your most secret thoughts in your private diary. Oh. At the end of the turn, you can direct the Heavenly Palace to warp to a new location in Celestial Empire. You must travel to each location to interact with the local electors during the best social phase. Under each pinned location, you can see the votes up for grabs in that sector. A white dot indicates that you're assigned a vote, and a check mark shows a vote supporting you, and an X shows a voting opposed to you. I know Heavenly Palace can move only one warp keep at a time. You can travel at any of the 4 direct connections to your current location. Additionally, movements can be unlocked with signs. You can view more of the map dragging with the mouse, or using compass arrows and zoom buttons, sidebars. Okay. If you choose to stay put the location instead of moving, you receive a bonus social action on the following turn. You can talk to more people in your location, however there aren't many people to talk to in deep space, so you probably pick a new destination. Oh, interesting. Let's see. Ooh, this place, there's a lot of people. There's quite a bit of plants around here. Well, there's a lot of white dots around here. Oh, this place has a lot of white dots. Oh, what happened to this place? Oh, you can rewind. Oh, that's cool. There's a rewind function. I guess I have to do the scroll wheel. Maybe over here. Glacia. Yeah, let's go over here. Glacia 1. We have a problem. There's always a problem. Warzone has disappeared. Ah, great, he's gone. I guess we should have made him do his duty. What? He stopped responding to the messages when we overrode the security lockout at his headquarters. To see if he's done his duty, we found them empty. How could an important political person, the Emperor's own shadow, disappear out of the palace? Weren't you watching him? You never ordered surveillance on Mars. Oh my god, so we had to tell him to supervise him. Okay. You said he was completely loyal. Your Highness, my agents have been more concerned with your safety, with the safety of the Shadow, was who was supposed to enter eternity in the near future anyway. Oh, did he die somehow? Did he make another warp portal to follow my father? On last report citing, he was headed for the hangar decks. Seems like he smuggled himself out of the palace on a spaceship. He escaped. He's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be gone. I'm out of here. I think he wasn't really loyal to... He was only loyal to the Emperor, but to a degree. Yeah. As the Emperor's shadow, Marzens was trained in a variety of techniques: stealth, surveillance, infiltration, hacking. He was quite hard to track. He has gone rogue to save his own life, or is there more to the story? Ooh. Maybe. I see. Maybe he killed the Emperor, maybe he's looking for the Emperor, maybe he just doesn't want to die. We could give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's looking for the Emperor. Yeah, let's do that. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he found something about the experiment. Maybe he's trying to throw himself through the warp gate to join the Emperor. If he took his one-man shuttle and flew into the warp gate, it would obliterate without causing any harm to the palace. Speculation. Princess Zorana, if I was to make a decision in Dracon's place, what is your official response to this situation? We could hunt him down, or we could cleanly perform the ceremony, or do absolutely nothing. Let's see, what would be good? Just do nothing, yeah, it probably would be good to just do nothing for now. He could be just trying to see if he finds the Emperor himself. But then again, he could just run away. Well, he'll probably do nothing for now. I don't want to draw any attention to what Marzen has done. It could be a scandal. Don't say anything, don't do anything, leave everyone forget. Most likely, I will never hear from him again. Very well. Well, hopefully, that doesn't bite us in the butt later. At last, you are alone to plan your class schedule. Alright, let's see, what's gonna help me? Let's see, map. Okay, that's the map. Vote. Okay, so there's 30 people who haven't voted yet. That's what you think overall? Yeah, hunt them down would probably decrease your guards protecting. That's probably right, yeah, they're probably right. There are probably not that many guards. What would be good to do right now? We probably should do... Let's see, what was the one thing for... What was it? This, like, no... Putting ray guns, endurance, pressure points... Tumbling strength... Oh, reflex, yeah, let's do reflexes. Might help us. Let's see, for the next class... Probably survival, just in case we get lost. And a little bit of survival. If anything is possible. In this game, anything literally is possible. Anything can happen. There is more messages of simply waiting for you in the mail queue. Those condolences labeled for your Novian family. What family? You don't know anything about your mother's relatives on Crystal Nova since she died. There's never visited or reached out to you in any way. As far as you know, there might have sent something for her funeral, but you're very young and you don't remember the details. And her parents still living? Does she have siblings? Do you have cousins? You wonder for a moment, and then decide that it doesn't matter. Crystal Nova is no part of your life. You are decided to the dedicated to the Crystal Empire, Celestial Empire. It is almost an insult that they would reach out to you now, considering. And then it hits you. This message isn't from some unknown cousin, it's from my brother. My brother? Oh, brother, where are you? Prince Voxshot, Vox? Not your older brother. Like you, half American, half Novan. And like you, he held responsibility at a young age. He was named the heir to Celestial Empire upon his birth. He blazed a trail through the top scholarism, something like that for scholar stuff. And he led his squadron in military service. And then he turned traitor. Oh, so that's why he's not the next emperor. He turned traitor. Oh, okay. Turned traitor, stole a fighter, and defeated the Crystal Nova, ex-Prince Arcshot that has warrants on his head if he ever dares to return to the Empire of Space. You haven't heard from him since. Oh, dang. Brother, what did you do, brother? Oh. Hey. Miss him, you're glad he's gone. Maybe you're just a coward, you always burned yourself, because, you have the palace and the princess. Yeah, we're the only royal blood. But I miss my brother. I miss him. Your age and differences in upbringing meant that you weren't as close as some siblings, but he was still your brother. He used to visit you and herd you and tell you stories. He escorted you to the balls when you were too little for a proper partner. More importantly, if you were here now, then you wouldn't have to deal with all these politics. Voxnot was supposed to be the heir, not you. But he betrayed the Empire and ran away. You don't know even why. You don't even have time to think about this now. You're an Imperial Princess. You are busy. Oh. When you enter a new habited sector for the first time, that's the turn social phase will be a reception to allow you to meet the local electors. Marga Prime, the twin world, heard you in Andru, the heart of the Celestial Empire, your home. In many ways, your childhood felt like an exile. You were raised on a small Nero estate and in care of your twin now. While your brother was heir, you were never called on attend to your illustrious father in Heavenly Palace. You were the second string child, unnecessary, out of sight. And yet in your schooling, you came to contact with many other children, wealth and power. You're an Imperial Princess, and every person you received invitation from anything from rural sacrifice to optimistic competition. There likely isn't a sector or all these words, I'm not really sure what they mean. People hell on the twin worlds that you haven't met at some point. The gleaming clifftop castle you have visited tonight is not a novel environment. You have walked these halls before, and you know what shoes to wear. The difference is that this time, you're the guest of honor, the center of all attention on display for all to judge. This event is your first public appearance on the Twin Worlds as Empress-to-be. It is more of an investiture than a reception. You will be announced, honors will confer upon you, and each patronage of rank will be brought on to one at a time to offer you a ceremonial gift. With so many attendants, you will have only time for a brief acknowledgement before they move on. There will be no opportunity for private conversations or individual inductments. This will come later. Palace dignitaries will wish to offer you their sympathies in response to the evening. It is of course the 6 local electors who upmost in your mind. 3 from Kernu, 3 from Outro, a single sector that pivots the balance of the power in Celestial Empire. However, you cannot seek them out. You must wait as the entire queue processes in order as tradition demands. Ding, our etiquette failed. Ding. It's all very stuffy. You'll be trapped standing in one place for hours. You're gonna spend time with anyone like you are avoiding when you loathe. At the end of the night, your fate will declare war on your nails. The Moonmist of the Twin Worlds will take presents, followed by the Caliprons. They bow, they kiss the air above your hand as they present you with an array of identical platinum coins stamped on your father's image. There's some time before the first of lecturers reach the head of the queue. Honored of the Kurdu, you recognize him easily. He dresses for the effect, but you have never known him too well. Too old to have been your friend, too young to have been a schoolmate, parent. Gold's first husband has passed into eternity. He is here alone. He bows to you, wings fluttering with a practice charm. Your Imperial Highness, may the gods bring you favor. He says nothing more than that, merely offering his coin to your attendant and withdrawing. Oh, failed game. You can't tell how he feels about you. Oh, dang. He's interesting. The next elector to approach you is Cordos of the Undro. He is one who cahoots that you have never met before, for the plain reason that he is far too young to take on responsibilities of the position, and never has been invited to any formal galas. I failed again. You vaguely heard about the death of the regent of Undro's child elector last season, but shouldn't someone else have been appointed to the position? For Corvos to be here alone implies that he has stepped into the full role. There is precedent for allowing adolescent heirs to take positions when necessary. You yourself have not had your adulthood rights. For Corvos is only a child. It is most unusual. Oh no, you got another ad? I'm sorry. Are you doing at least better once you're out of the ads? Hopefully it's better. Hello, Your Highness, how are you? I failed again. These manners might be acceptable as a child's party, but they're totally wrong for this occasion. You ought to be addressing you as Imperial Highness. No, we tolerated mistake. He's such a little boy younger than you, and he's all alone. You can be generous. I'm very well, thank you. He grins and hands you his coin. Happy birth star. It's not mine. Oh, never mind. The little boy wanders off. His task complete. Oh, I failed again. Low frames, but honestly fine. Well, if you say so. I really don't know. Maybe I could stream in like 7p, maybe 720p. Maybe that might help. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I could lower the resolution than what I stream. It could help. Other than that, I don't know how to fix it. You can't tell how he feels about you. The next elector who approaches is Vestar, also of the Unro. He's the older male who never married, has no children like you know of. He always seems kind. Your Imperial Highness, it may be my great pleasure to see you here tonight. I hope to see you carry on the legacy of both your parents. Affected by mood figurative. Oh. Oops. Did he know my mother? Of course he must have, better than I did. He bows and offers his gift and moves out of his way so the next guest can approach. Where's the other good PC? Hey, it's the one that's playing the game. It's the one that's playing my game. You can tell how he feels about you. After a few other senators have come through, the next elector approaches. It is Lukemark of Hero Silicon, for a long line of politicians very familiar to you. The academy. Can't speak. Their attendance until recently laid within territories he represents. He was a frequent speaker at the graduation ceremony. Yeah, I don't know. I guess my computer's like getting very old. Yeah, he's the one that I play with the Detroit Become Human better frames. I mean, all the other games for quite some time. Lukemark is intended with his wives, both impulsively dressed to save for him ever uncontrolled hair. He looks at you swiftly, then bows, offers his coin, and withdraws without speaking a word. Yeah, I don't know why he's been acting up recently. I really don't know why. I haven't had too much problems in a while. Maybe if I reset the computer, maybe like do a factory reset, maybe that might help. I mean, I might lose a lot of stuff. I just have to make sure I pick up all the strange stuff at the very least. We could do a factory reset on the old computer. That maybe clears things up, maybe? I could probably do that tomorrow. But if that's the case, then I might have to cancel tomorrow's stream. If stuff happens, and I can't fix it in time. That might be one thing I could probably see. It's worrying. I failed again. You can't tell how he feels about you. The next elector appears before you is Elixir? She is a noble twin world society for her large number of knowledge children, one of whom attended your academy for a few forms ahead of you. You're hoping Perry would be here tonight, but there's no signs of her or his siblings. But then there's these guests of the highest prestige, heirs and offsprings, rank lower and might be further in the back queue. Alexia is by your husband's side, smiling at you. Hello, your Empress. You're looking well under the circumstances. Nope, we failed again. I'll probably just do this until we die. Yeah, we'll probably just keep doing this until we die. I'm sure I'm gonna be dying soon. Because we keep failing a lot of stuff. We're sorry for your loss. I know this time it'd be very difficult to you, so please call on my household if you have any need. Thank you. They present their gift to you and leave smiling. Yep, I failed again. You can tell how she feels about you. The last of the lecturers have made an appearance in Milan of Nero. You know, you're surprised to see him attending alone. Perhaps his wife is unwell. She is much older than her husband after all. Okay. Well, if it's fine. Respect your Imperial Highness. He thumbs a fist to his chest. Glory to her line. He nods in acknowledgement, and he hands over his ceremonial coin. Until another meeting. He marches away in purposeful motion, his back straight. You can tell how he feels about you. Not the last of the lectors, but certainly not the last of the guests, as long as the evening stretches ahead of you. Of course, there is one more vote to cast within the sector. However, its holder is none of the sort person who can be expected to wait in line to pay for her respects to you. If you wish to have attendance with the High Prefect Pontifex, you will have to approach her as a duplicate. Now you must raise your chin and look regal. Now you have to meet the electors of the region. You can contract privately during a future social faith in the sector. Ooh, root them quietly, organize your closet. Let's organize your closet. Determined again. You sort through your belongings, carry some away to storage, and organize the others to be more convenient for your use. It helps you clear your head. Let's see, let's put and see what's in here. Your screen is chiming intensely. Someone on your contact list is trying to contact you. Hello? Hello? Nora? Oh, hello, Vasily. Thanks. I forget her name. Kina. I'm just gonna say Kina. Which is your way into view. Zorana, we're here to support you in the honor of need. We're not here yet. I mean, we were here, but we're not here. It would be if you want. What she's trying to say is that we would like to visit you in Heaven Place if that is not an imposition. You shouldn't be all alone at this time like this. And you shouldn't have to deal with entertaining us or trying to look the right amount of sad if that's just more stress for you. However, if you would like to enjoy distraction and hugs and chance to show off your new stuff, yeah, and then we will gladly fly out to see you. Ooh, do you want to see your friends? They can at least and don't want to be in political form from you. Probably. Oh no. But you're still pretty overwhelmed with everything you need to manage here. Do you have time to play hostess? Oh, we should have a quiet visit. We should have a big party. Let's have a quiet visit. Yeah, let's have a quiet visit. I'd like to have you to visit, but it may not be that exciting. Everything in here is turmoil around here. That's fine, we're just happy to be with you. We'll see you soon. Hey, my friends are coming to visit. Right, can we do... Let's do... Hiding? Yeah, hiding and survival again. Yeah. Yeah, let's do those ones. Because we might need to go into hiding. Probably. You're eagerly waiting for Princess Mark. Wow. Oh, she's very pretty. Oh, her earrings. Oh, I love her earrings. They're very pretty. Butterfly necklace. She runs up to you, throw her arms around you, and a hug of greeting fastly follows more seductively and not laying a hand on you in this very public environment. How are you? Have you been sleeping okay? You look tired. What have you done? What they have done to you? He passes over your hair while you try to explain about the elections and need to assemble a team of advisors. And that just must be very difficult, putting your fate in the hands of strangers you cannot trust. Yeah, hey, that's a marvelous idea. What is? We could be your advisors. I know a lot about other galactic cultures and vastly knows all about art and stuff. And then you have people on your team that you can trust. Ooh, and if you appoint us to your cabinet, then we'll be assigned your quarters in the palace. We could stay here longer, otherwise we can only stay here for a treason. I don't know. Don't decide anything right away. We would be happy to help, even if it's only for a little while. But you have many responsibilities. If you want to make those plans, we could talk later. That's right. For now, you need to show us around your palace. Ooh, we can hang out with our friends. Female Empire, Merklin, friendly, non-elector. Oh. She's one of our friends from school. She came from a noble family, but not related to any electors. She likes jewelry, dresses, romantic fantasies. She's interested in stories of magic, supernatural, especially if they had to do something with Nova. She was a better student, yes. You sometimes have something of a crush on her. Ooh. But, ooh, let's offer a cabinet position. Why not? What could go wrong? We bring Zorana inside to show her around. This is the cabinet chambers looks like. Well, I thought the walls would be more of a dark and mysterious. Are you sure you want to join? To be seated at the heart of your secret government deal? Of course. Then I'm happy to have you as my external creator, head of Galactic Relations. She squeals with joy and kisses you on the cheek. You have elected Zorana as a position of international creator, culturator. You will now travel with the palace. He grants Zorana the Galactic Relations skill of 30. Ooh, hey. You know, we'll get our friend too. What could possibly go wrong if we have our friends? The cabinet positions. What could go wrong? Probably everything. As he walks around the room, gazes upon the portrait of your parent. They're always watching over me, I hope. So, do you really want to join my cabinet? Vasily laughs. No, not really. Politicals are not really my style at all. However, you are my friend, and I hate to see you suffer here alone. I'm willing to play the role of advisor for media and culture, temporarily, that way you know you have someone near you who isn't trying to stab you in the back. I don't want to be Lurthred, so you need to replace me before you become Empress. I appreciate that, thank you. Ooh, so he's just temporary. Okay, well that's fine. Ooh, we haven't unlocked the announce. Interesting. Let's talk to this guy. He was interesting. Bsky background, explore social network, negotiate. Let's investigate his background. He seems interesting. You dig into the background of Corvo's Elector of Undro. Corvo's short life has been marked with more misfortune events of your own. He was only child whose parents were both killed in a transport accident. Corvos is still very young and was confirmed as the future Elector, and his guardsmanship assigned to a minor noble woman as regent. His new guardian chosen to be Elector Corvos at home rather than send him to school, as her own children were already adults. He purchased a child from an orphanage to serve as his playmate. This was considered to be a great act of charity and kindness. 2 seconds later, that child's body was found face down in a state's glowing moss pond. It was recorded that accidental drowning, as the child had no family to raise complications. The case was quietly closed. Official records, however, suggest that the child had been beaten before death. Oh my. Ew. That sounds terrible. Recently, the regnant held a family gathering to which Corvos was not invited. He was left at the home with the servants. At the gathering, a meal was served with poisonous mushrooms mixed into a salad, killing all the regnant's eldest daughters, who hated salads and didn't eat anything. The courts are still debating whether the cook or the daughter is to blame, but it was not socially accepted for her to take over Corvo's guardianship. While under such shadow, in the end, it was decided that let Corvos assume direct control of his inheritance despite his young age. Some believe Corvos to be cursed or perhaps blessed, but touches death himself. Already there are small cults within his territory that rave about him as an avatar. Others see him as a victim of scheming families who would hope to usurp the electoral control, only to be brought down by their own plot. Oh, interesting. In any case, his name is already so marked with suffering and scandal that it's hard to imagine any blackmail attempt having an impact. No, he didn't do it. He sounds very cursed. Yeah, he sounds very cursed. And see, we can march with the guard or overserve the staff. You know what, we'll overserve the staff. We follow some of the palace staff around, tracking, taking notes what they do, the tasks they perform, how much time they spent selecting off, the people they talk to, flirting with whom, and so on. Alright, we're gonna stay here. You make your way to the cabinet room, yawning. We received a message from the Star Admiral. Ah, right, you need to meet with him to discuss your candidacy for the throne. He doesn't have an official electoral vote, but as the head of the Imperial military, his support or lack of it will affect how others see you. He reports that the Ivaskull has been sighted for the past, far past the Dragon system, is an affiliated space. Whee! Yes, thanks to her, we got that one. Observable are something like the giant space moths. They cluster around Starfleet, blocking out the light. A swarm of them plunged the Novan homeworld into an ice age, nearly wiping out the civilization. That was long ago, but it's hard to forget. Unfortunately, a space-dwelling organism, they're impervious to most damage and nearly impossible to kill. The creature is not certainly a discrete course of Imperial space, but their movement patterns are unpredictable. I could approach the drag. A single if script fail, the drawing system has no planets to threaten. The danger is not high. Oh, we failed. Admiral Akura awaits your instructions. What do you want? Wait, what do you want the Admiral and his flagship to do? Guess we could take position? Yeah, this take position sounds fine. We need to monitor the situation. Tell Admiral to take up the position in the Darag sector and keep watch. Very well. Alright, classes. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, but we have to think of something that'll help us. Maybe more bureaucracy. Then, we do more unarmed combat. 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 The stream is getting a little better. Oh, hopefully it's getting better. Never mind. It's still there. It's not good. And hopefully it gets better soon. If it can, that'd be great. Let's talk to her. Let's see. We need to investigate her background. Reading in the background, Elixir, Elector of Unro. Elixir is in many ways an American electoral. She comes from a respectable family, but not a Northward. She carries out her requested duties, but is rarely present in the Imperial Camarca outside the major events or strongly wiped boat. She is considered religiously devout, makes her observance at the temple within her religion Andro. There is no record of her having been admitted to the precincts of the High Prefects. Among the American nobility, it most likely stands out for her large number of children. You know at least 6 of them. What you never realized until now, though, is how many of Elixir's babies died during infancy due to genetic defect. Oh. Any complete fertility labs could have detected and prevented those problems. She must have been relying solely on natural conception. However, while others might argue or disagree with her position, it is not a secret or a scandal. Parrot, one of the Ilix's daughters, attend the Academy with you, though she's a bit older and was a different form. You were never really close friends, but you did admire her. You never heard of anyone mentioning her recently. Interesting. Talk to Victor. Okay, let's just talk to him. And we'll just negotiate, see what we can do. Arrange for a private conversation with Lochter. I need support of my electors in order to formally become Empress. Would you pledge your loyalty to me? Of course, I'd be happy to make that promise. Thank you. I look forward to seeing your influence on the Empire to come. Oh wow, that was easy. Well, he's helping me now. I guess we can talk to her, see if she wants to negotiate, see if she wants to help. Arrange private conversation. I need support of my electors in order to formally become Empress. Would you pledge your loyalty to me? A person's vote is a private thing. I will make my decision when the time comes for election to come. I do not currently wish to pledge myself to any directions. Is there anything I can do to help you with that reach a decision? Are you trying to sway my vote with a pride? No. Sadly no, but politely imply the possibility. I don't know. I want to know if you could be banana. Absolutely no. I'm not trying to bribe you. People's just there. Oh. Did the stream freeze? Nothing. I don't know. Is the stream freezing again? Hopefully. It was my intention. I was asking about your politics, the goal that you support. If it streams freezing, I'm very sad. Oh hey Dooney, I'm having technical problems right now, so I don't know if you could hear me or not. Hopefully everything's okay, but yeah. But hopefully you're having a wonderful day, at the very least. But hi. Where the goals of militarizing the Empire. A very safe statement which tells you nothing. Of course, I hope that we speak again later. He nods too. Oh, I failed. I probably should. Yeah, it's a bit laggy today. Yeah. It is very laggy today. New place. I'm gonna need a new place. Yeah. Everything's not going so good. And I don't know why. Guess we can organize closet again. Okay, you're gonna be in the bush. Thank you for being in the bush. I appreciate it. But hopefully you're doing good. Hopefully you're doing good. Please enjoy your time in the bush. Alright, so we got one person on this place. You know what, let's try a different game. See if maybe that might help. I highly doubt it's gonna help, but... But I just wanted to test this game out for a little bit. Of course, it's still in beta, so there's still gonna be problems with the game. And to be honest, the little glitching it appears here and there. It's kind of bothering me. So we're just gonna go to a different game real quick. I'm gonna just change to the here chatting screen for a little bit. So we're just gonna play a different game. I don't know, the little swing tearing up is kind of bothering me. Let me reset OBS too while I'm at it. Maybe that would help if I reset OBS. Maybe. That probably would help it. Yeah. So if you can hear me, I'm probably gonna reset OBS in a few minutes. And it's probably I'm gonna maybe have to do. I really don't know what's going on. Yeah, cause it is like very laggy. Honestly, stream is lagging, so changing won't do anything, honestly. Let me reset OBS. Maybe that might help. I'll be right back. So yeah, so let me reset OBS. So I don't know if you could hear me, but yeah, I'm gonna reset OBS. So just give me a few seconds and I'll reset OBS. Because yeah, changing games is not gonna really help anything. But I just wanted to test it out and play it for a little bit. Okay, let me just reset OBS.
Thank you for watching, magical friends. Hope to see you next time at 11:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for more enchanting adventures. Your support means the world to us.